free gems? Check Ant Bounty out, our sponsor for the YouTube All-Stars, in the description below. Click that link on screen or in the description below. Use our invite code to help us out and get yourself your first $10 in your first 24 hours.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up guys, Landon here, and welcome to an episode of the YouTube All-Star series. So today we are doing Balloonion attacks, so I'm excited about this. I hope you guys enjoy. So to start off this episode, I want to show you kind of how I like to use the Balloonion attacks. Then we get to watch a bunch of YouTubers do their attacks, and we get to kind of nitpick and talk about their attacks and what they like to do differently than I do. So we're starting off with an attack on a Town Hall 9 base. I basically just started doing a upper U at the top of the base, sending my balloons down first, followed by a bunch of minions. I drop a rage spell. I try to drop the spells as soon as my balloons start taking damage. Then most of the base gets cleared out, and as you see, my minions are on the Town Hall easily right there. My king and queen come from either the right or the top left side. They come in, they're going to get all of that loot and destroy almost all of this base really simply. So all I did, push from the top, drop some spells, drop my king and queen, and basically it's done like that. Then I just have to babysit my king and queen, pop their abilities. My queen is going to finish taking the gold, and that's going to be all for this raid. Almost a 3-star, but a very high upgraded Town Hall 9 base taken down like that. So it's really simple if you follow kind of the basic steps. So let's do a Balloonion attack on a Town Hall 10 base. Coming up next, so that was a nice bit of loot. Look at all that, 300,000 gold. Alright, here's the Town Hall 10 attack. Let's see it. So, another strong base, Town Hall 10. I start up more of the kind of sides, but it still has that essential U at the top. Then as soon as my balloons are starting taking damage, I'm dropping my minions. Then I'm going to drop the rage spells as well. So as soon as the Inferno Towers get aggroed and Teslas get aggroed, my Inferno Towers come out. My freeze spells go most of the time on the Inferno Tower. If you see, I only brought 2 free spells for this base. So I thought it'd be a better idea to drop a free spell on a Expo pointed up and an air defense that was upgraded. So I thought that was a good idea. So my troops go through, destroy most of the buildings. I got my king and queen coming from the top of the base. They don't have anything bothering them, so they're just going to walk right through. I'm going to drop a raid spell on my king and queen. They're in the middle of the base with just a few defenses on them, so we already have a lot of the gold and already have a 2-star raid without even needing the king and the queen. But if the Town Hall was still there, that would be an easy 2-star cleanup. But for now, we're just going to let the king and queen get a little bit of this loot remaining. And my king is just going to be kind of a buffer. My queen's going to snipe some of that gold. And we're going to end up getting 300,000 gold and another nice 2-star raid. Alright, so these were my 2 kind of Balloonion rages to show you what I like to do and show you my strategy. Now let's watch other people attack. So starting off, you got King 24412. He's going to be doing a more specific Balloonion where he's just going for a 1-star really high up in Champions League. So a lot of these attacks are going to be really high up. So a lot of these people, they drop a raid spell, they drop balloons to go after a archer tower and maybe another defense, and then have the minions clear up the rest of the buildings for a pretty easy 1-star. So people like using the Balloonion a lot because it's a cheap way to get really strong attacks and to push up a lot. I mean, for pushing, I like the go up strategy the best, but you can get really far, really high up with the Balloonion strategies. I know people have got past 3,800, probably 4,000 just using Balloonion, which is pretty crazy. So this is a really strong army comp to use, and I hope you guys like using it. This is one of my favorite ones to use as well. So he does a good job kind of taking all the outside buildings. You're trying to get as many buildings as you can that the defenses aren't shooting you at while you're attacking. So all these like army camps and resource collectors and pumps that you're kind of pushed out, you're going to want to drop a few minions to try to get those. So it's 27%, still quite a bit of the base to go, still a minute 46 of raid left. So you're going to drop some more balloons, drop some more minions, trying to get some more percentage points as they go. He still has quite a few troops, so I think he's going to be able to get that 1-star. Let's see what he does. And he still has 2 rage and 2 freeze spells, so quite a bit of raid left to do. So he drops the rage, gets the cannon and archer tower out there, drops a freeze spell right there. So a bunch of the defenses are going down, and after all these defenses are down, there's going to be so much space for the minions to do some attacking. So that free spell was probably unnecessary because the balloons were already down, but I think it's going to lead to a 1-star raid already because most of the bottom defenses are gone and there's still some outside easy buildings to take advantage of. So 37%, going to be a 40 right there. Nothing's really shooting at the minions in the right side. A lot of storage is going down at the bottom, 40%, 42. It's just going to be a 50. Yeah, not a chance. That's a hard base to get a 2-star in. So the king and the queen come out, and they're going to be able to clean up for the last 5% or so. Still a few balloons and minions. So this is kind of showing you the variation of the styles. I like to do a more aggressive Balloonion where you just kind of charge in, while other people like to use kind of a more sit and wait, shoot, 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 sit and wait, shoot, shoot, shoot strategy. They both work super well, which is really cool that you can use the awesome strategy in different ways. So he's just going to get that last Dark Elixir storage and end the raid. And they're nice 55% Town Hall 10 attack in champions. And of course the awesome champion loot bonus is super handy dandy for getting a lot of loot on the raids. So that was the All-Star raid number 1. Let's see the next one. We are watching JRod12399's battle. Let's see what he got. So we already saw that he got a 1-star on Milo's base. So he's going to do kind of a little U circle. I would have much rather spread the balloons out to get more coverage and more defense, because when you put them close together, the balloons tend to stack, and then splash defenses like Wizard Towers or like Wizard Towers, they start shooting the balloons and giving all of the damages to the balloons. So instead of just doing like the U circle like I like to do, he put half his balloons to the one side, half of the balloons to the other side, which is a strategy I really don't recommend if you're going for a 2-star battle. If you're going just for a 1, then it does work really well because you can clear out a lot of the defenses. But if you're going for a 2, I like having a wall and then your minions falling behind. So it's going to be a pretty easy 1-star battle. And that's how it goes. So the balloons were used to clear out a lot of the defenses, which left a lot of open space for the minions to go in and get the last percentages of the attacks. So 20 seconds left. The minions are still going through, doing a lot of damage. And it looks like it's... Oh, the king and the queen are still haven't come out. I forgot about those. So easy finish. 47, 48. Queen's going to clutch it, 49, and last building, boom, 50%, 1-star, and of course it's in champion, so a nice loot bonus, and you got quite a bit of gold. Alright, so let's watch the next battle. It is from Nick at Night, TeachBoomBeach. Alright, so this is a pretty empty looking base. Nick is using some Lava Hound as well, so the Balloonion or whatever, so that's a fun strategy. Let's see how Nick does it. So he drops his balloons in kind of stacked portions. I would have liked, again, to use that upper U that I like. But let's see how he does. So I think he dropped his Lava Hounds a little bit early because they're already down and there's still a lot of the base to go. But he does have his balloons going towards the center with his minions following. So he's not doing too bad. Let's see. Ooh, one of the Inferno Towers ran out of juice. That's lucky for him. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get to that Town Hall because there's quite a few things. Unless the King and the Queen go very clutch, then he could get that 2-star. But it looks like he's just going to be settling for the 1-star raid. Unless Miss Queen decides to be Miss Clutch. Let's see what she can do. Ooh, looks like she's going to be aggroed by the Inferno Tower. He does a good freeze right there to get that off her back. She still has her ability, but it looks like there's going to be defenses that are still knocking her down. So it looks like she's going to finish a 1-star raid on a Town Hall 10 base in Masters. Alright, so that was Nick's raid. Let's see. It's winding down. Pop, pop, pop. Alright. He got a little bit of loot. 8 trophies, so just an easy comp for an easy, fast raid. And our final raid is from MaddenDvinik. He's on his second account, Mr. Kui, and he's tacking a super rushed. A super rushed Town Hall 10 base. I mean, look at all that loot though. 330. How happy would you be if you found this base? I mean, pops up 338,000 gold with a base like that. You are one lucky boy, Madden. Killing it. So he barely has to. I don't even think he's dropping balloons because he doesn't even need them. 1 air defense, 1 level 1 wizard tower, Archer tower is like level 2, and Alright, so this is going to be the last way to wrap up the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this All-Star series. The next episode I'm going to be doing is an all-P.E.K.K.A raid from a bunch of YouTubers, so that is sure to be fun. And make sure to check out all these lovely gentlemen in the channel description down below. They're all posting a bunch of All-Star videos as well, and they also have awesome channels, so that would be cool if you check them out. Alright guys, so we're wrapping this video up in 8, 7, 6, 5. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time I try to link it up with the counting 1, 0, boom! Alright guys, bye, see you next time. Woo!